Up to the stage. All right. I'm excited to hear this.
Well, thank you. I hope that you are ready because we're going to shift gears. I have loads of slides, but also a very interesting story to tell. This is the implementation that we've done for the Dutch Grand Prix, which is a project that we provide all the technology for and that we pride ourselves on. My name is Remco Magielse. I'm responsible for the CPaaS product portfolio within CM.com. So if you have any questions later on that part, I'm happy to answer those. All right, so CM, we started out as an SMS aggregator company. This is the boring part, trust me, we're going to get to the cool stuff later. Over time, we've evolved into messaging, providing also cloud solutions, until a real CPaaS player. And recently, we also added all the conversational commerce capabilities, which means payment solutions. We're also a licensed payment provider. And all of these technologies we have into an integrated platform, which means that the data from one component can flow into the next component, and you can use and build your solutions on top of that. In 2020, we got stock listed, so we're listed at the Euronext index. And with that, we also announced our partnership with the Dutch Grand Prix. After 35 years of having not a Grand Prix in the Netherlands, we managed to bring it back to the Netherlands as the technology provider for the entire solution. And I think what sparked us is that also in Formula One, the data and even a very small improvement can give you a head start. I want to show you a small video of the announcement of that partnership, which sets the tone for the expectations for that event.
Racing is teamwork. It's about what we can achieve when passionate people come together. And that's why partners have always been so important, especially in Formula One. The right partner adds value in ways beyond your imagination. And we found that partner in CM.com.
Formula One always fascinated me because of the combination of speed, control and technology. Bringing back the Formula One to Zandvoort has been very inspiring. Especially in the beginning, when just a handful of people could really imagine that this could be possible. I've always believed that by working together with many specialized Dutch companies, we could really achieve this goal together.
The partnership with CM.com was a logical choice. It shows the circuit's long-term commitment to digital transformation and development as a business and leisure venue with a guest-oriented focus.
We've got so many innovative solutions to take this event to the next level. All parts of the customer journey will be optimized. No more printed tickets, no more waiting in line to wait for paying for your food. It will be a Grand Prix unlike you've ever seen before.
Formula One is a data-driven sport, so it needs a data-driven partner.
They deeply understand our audience based on data and insights. Long-term appeal, the partnership goes beyond Dutch Grand Prix.
Yeah, I really hope we can create an experience that we're all proud of and make the Dutch Grand Prix history by giving fans the best Formula One experience they've ever had.
This sets the tone of what the expectations was. It's focused on fan engagement. It's focused on customer experience. The technology should be supporting the experience that you have as a race fan to go to that weekend. But of course, if you make such an announcement, then you also have to deliver the technology. And in this case, it meant literally delivering the technology. We didn't have cash registers when we started. But these are the cash registers that we had to place on the circuit. Make sure that everything got connected to our own data centers and to the cash registers spread out across the circuit. And then what are the problems that you face when you do this? Well, there are also people that try to keep the circuit nice and tidy. This is a fiber optic cable. Does anyone know what happens when you do this to a fiber optic cable? Yeah, it doesn't do anything anymore. And the other interesting insight is that this is what happens when someone breaks a fiber optic cable, right? So we can now reliably say that after 26 minutes and a few seconds, when you don't serve beer to people, they will start to eat each other. Okay, so let's take a look at the edition of this year of what we've actually done in order to establish that seamless customer experience. We split up the event into 4 different stages. So there's the stage in the pre-registration phase, where you want to get tickets for the event. Once you have tickets, there's an excitement phase, where we try to get people engaged, but also to collect data to help streamline the event in a better way. Then there's, of course, the moment that you go to the race, and there's the post-race phase. So let's zoom in onto that first phase, so the pre-registration phase. I think anyone that has ever been to a concert or to a festival knows this. You get 5 devices lined up to get into different type of queues in order to register for the event and hope, pray you get tickets. This is not a good customer experience that we want. So instead, we allowed people to pre-register, to tell us, this is the type of tickets that I want to purchase. There's different classes. I want to go 1 day with gold tickets. I want to go 3 days with bronze tickets. And that allows us, together with the event organizer, to maximize sort of the seating arrangement that they can get out of the event. Also, once you have such a pre-registration system, it doesn't overload your systems. So it not only delivers a better customer experience, because people can just sit, wait, choose, and pick the tickets that they want, but it's also better on the technology that you provide. And all of this information is fed into our customer data portal. And I think data is the crucial component here in order to deliver a seamless customer experience. So, of course, the first step is that when you do a pre-registration, you are able to optimize that ticket purchasing process, but it also helps you to build a rich fan profile. We're not only asking them what type of tickets do you want to buy, but we're also asking them, have you actually considered how you want to get to the event? Are you coming by car? Are you coming by train? Are you coming by bike? What's the plan? Because Zandvoort is a very small town. There's 20,000 people living in there, and there's 100,000 people, so 5 times the number of people living in Zandvoort, coming to that event every single day. With that information, we were able to get almost 500,000 profiles into the data platform, which means 500,000 people want to go, or at least have shown interest into going to this event, with more than 10 million data points. We also built the application, so that connects your own DGP, so Dutch Grand Prix account. It gives you a dynamic map, so that also helps you to navigate when you're on the event. And I will show you later what that also allows you to do to streamline the way that people get into the event. And of course, people have questions, so we connect all the answers that we have to our own chat interface in order to help people make better choices. So if you have any questions about the tickets that you have, you can ask those on the website directly into the chatbot. But you can also do that on WhatsApp, which we will see later on the day itself, when you want to know what is the schedule that we're looking at. So once you gather all the data, you can actually distribute the tickets and give people an opportunity to purchase tickets so that your event has the best arrangement for you and for the ticket buyers. And they don't need to rush. They don't have a 10-minute countdown to actually purchase the tickets. They can take several days to consider who they are going with and to actually buy the tickets. Okay, so once you have tickets, we go into the phase of excitement. So this is an event that's coming back after 35 years of not being here. So there's a lot of excitement that you want to build up as an event organizer. So the people get really excited about what we're doing. Now we have all these profiles. We know who the people are that have actually purchased these tickets. We can do very targeted campaigns to these people. So we segment those people into our customer data platform, telling them, okay, this is the program for the day. These are the options for you to travel to the event. And of course, we can do that across the different channels that we have. So we can do it on email, we can do it on SMS, and we can do it based on WhatsApp. And the nice thing is that we can do it scheduled, so you can schedule 3 days up front to inform people when they're coming, but you can also do it triggered. And I will show you later on what that means. So if you are actually there on the race day, as soon as you enter and you scan your ticket, not unlike what we do here. I'm not sure if we actually did ticket scanning, but so as soon as you get your ticket on your mobile phone, you scan to go in, so there's no need to print it. But we also can tell you exactly at that moment, as soon as the registration takes place, how this system with these coins, this recycle system, works. Where that information might normally go lost, so you have no clue what to do with this small little token. We just tell you, hey, you just received a token when you entered, you exchange it for your cup, so you don't have to walk around with a cup to hand back in. Also, if you have any questions, or if you want to know what's coming up, then there's the on-location race engineer. So it's the same AI intent engine behind the chatbot on the website that's also driving our WhatsApp race engineer, as we call it. Which is actually quite convenient, because you want to know when is the main race starting, when do I have time to go to the bathroom. But it also gives another benefit. So once you know when people are coming in, so this is, it's fast forward, but this is a heat map of where people are moving. And that actually allows you to target the people that are visiting on that day, to tell them that if they walk another 50 meters, there's another entrance which is less crowded. So you can also streamline the crowd to get into their seats much faster. Okay, so we've also spoken about the cash registers. Of course, the cash registers, this was a new product for us, but also once you integrate that into your entire CX flow, your customer data portal, there's a lot of interesting things you can do. So you can send really hyper-personalized offers to the people on that day. So fancy a slush soda, then we can push that through the app that people have, where they also have their schedule, to get a discount to actually collect that. It's not only about the people that are visiting the event, it's also about the merchants on the event. So because we have their cash registers connected to the data platform, we can also tell them, hey, actually this is what you've earned today so far. This is how your business is going. And that gives you a lot of insights into sort of the peak moments in the day. I think there's two interesting things to point out. So those say red flag, which means that for the people that are not familiar with racing, it's the moment when the race is stopped because there has been an incident on track. And what you actually see, as soon as there's a red flag, the sales peak. Also, you might be interested to learn what's actually the most commonly sold product. Does anyone want to venture a guess? Most commonly sold product, top two? Beer? Yes. And the other one? Fries. Beer and fries. Yeah, and of course, because the event was completely cashless. So all the payments were done with a mobile phone or a tap and touch debit card. So it means that there's also no exchange of tokens at the end. You can simply go to the bar, get your drinks, and pay for them cashless. The only thing that we noticed is that there's still queues at the cash register. And why is that? Well, it turns out that it's not the software that's so slow anymore, but it's, well, people are a bit relaxed. No, I get one soda. Someone told me that's Gen Z. They're taking it a bit more slow. So what we're trying to do now is to put into the cash registers also a gamification element, so that you can earn points when you fulfill an order faster, and you can compete with your team against the other teams. So I think on all ends, we can optimize the experience for the people that interact with the technology. And that, of course, should help with the queues in the next edition. Good. Then you come home tired after a long race day or a long race weekend. And of course, we want to get these people and excite them for next year so that they come back, buy another ticket, and have another great weekend. So we send them a survey afterwards on WhatsApp to ask them where are the improvement points that we can do. And what do you think about the race engineer, about the information that you get? And then you can see that it's highly rewarded by the people that actually reply to these type of questions. So then there's some statistics about which we believe is a very successful event. So I think if you are from the Netherlands, then you know that the roads can get very clogged at some points, but people were very afraid that this event was going to clog the entire coast for 3 days. But because we were able to streamline people going by bike, parking elsewhere, taking the train, it was, I think, a great experience for people that visited the event. And of course, if you have Total Wolf saying that what you've built there is a totally new benchmark in fan engagement, that's where we pride ourselves on. Thank you, and I'm happy to answer some questions if there are any.
That was awesome, Remco. So I think in the interest of time, you've got a table outside, so we'll let people come find you there. But wasn't that cool? So now everybody needs to go get their picture taken, right? We got the famous driver out in the lobby. So Remco, thank you for that. It's great when we can talk about real customers and particularly really interesting local ones here. I think that's really, really cool. All right, we're going to shift gears a little bit and talk about other use cases where we're driving new technologies into those. And so